welcome to another money morning routine. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went through in my checking account expense tracker. I had a couple of transactions. I had so yesterday I went and picked up some vitamins and my supplements from GNC. I spent $36. I should have just spent it for my beauty envelope. However, I just pulled out my debit card. This is what it is, but this is why I have my checking account cushion. It was only $36. And then I had to flip the page. I'm now on page number 2. Page number 2 doesn't happen very often, but for my checking account, Avista came out for $693. That leaves me $1408 in my checking account. So let's check to see where I'm at on my checking account cushion. So the first thing we're going to do is get updated with everything that has come out in the actual column. So $693, Avista did come out. So Netflix hasn't come out. Okay, so let's see. So here is like $363. So around $400 still needs to come out of my checking account. I'm just looking at these blank boxes. These are bills that still have to come out of my checking account. If $400 comes out of my checking account, that leaves me at about $1,000. That's exactly where I want to be with my checking account cushion. So we're good there. So that's done with my checking account. Now for my cash spending, I did have some cash spending. Yes, I did. Mainly just my food. So if we go to my food, we did yesterday. We're going to be writing that here down soon. I got Cafe Rio for dinner. So let's start with counting what I have left in my food envelope. So $75. So let's go ahead and get this cash back in there. My cash envelope's a little ripped. It's causing some issues. All right, so write that down, $75, right? And you can see that I spent $50.43, so I'm just going to round to 51. So minus 51. Oh, this was on 6. Yesterday was 619. Cafe Rio. Now, wait a minute. I saw a $5 bill in there. I saw a $5 bill. Yep. So I'm going to add this to my $5 challenge jar. So let's take that out as well. So $620. $5 challenge. If you haven't started the $5 challenge, I highly recommend it. Look, if you're not motivated to save anything, you struggle with some saving, make it fun. Find challenges to do in your life to build the habit of saving. I love the $5 challenge. I'm on my 5th year in a row now this year. The last couple of years have been amazing. I've saved almost $2,000, $3,000 every year by saving every single $5 that I come across for the year. And I do this all year long. And it doesn't have to be a 5. Maybe you're on a tighter budget. Do every $1 bill that you come across. Just make it fun. Make it a habit to start that saving habit. So, all right, put that in my $5 challenge jar. Minus the 5, that leaves me now $70 to spend. So food is updated. $70 to spend in my food. Let's look at the rest of my cash envelope. We're on the 20th, getting towards the end of the month. So household, I still have 60. Fun, I still have 102. That's probably going to come in handy this weekend. Beauty, I'm still at 50. So I could have afforded that GNC out of my health and beauty envelope, but that's okay. Pets, I'm still at 50. Miscellaneous, I'm still at 50. This might come in handy this weekend, and I'll explain why in a minute. So this is going to go in my $5 challenge jar. Scan my receipt in the Fetch Rewards. That's another thing. If you're not using Fetch Rewards, get on that. Get yourself some free gift cards. All right, so now, though, we have to write that down on my cash expense tracker. So let's do that. All right, so cash now is fully updated and done. So let's go over here to the back where I have my monthly meal plan calendar. Let's make sure that we write that down. So we had Cafe Rio yesterday. So I need to highlight that with the yellow because I ate out. Yesterday, I showed on my Instagram, I got my monthly budget numbers on here. This is fully prepped and ready to go for my monthly category breakdown when I close out my budget, which will be coming here soon. All right, the next thing. So I think I'm updated with everything in my budget by paycheck workbook. Here are the cash envelopes that I'm going to be using for July. I'm doing a sunflower theme, so I'm just going to get these cut out. So if you buy my printable PDF envelopes, I like to print mine on 28-pound bright white paper. Having this paper be a little more thick at 28 pounds, they're going to hold up really well. I print these out, they last all month. They don't rip, tear, nothing. So that's why I recommend the 28-pound. I like the bright white because it's kind of like this smooth finish. The colors just really pop on it. So that's what I'm using. Now, anytime you buy, and I'll put, if you're interested in the sunflower theme that I am using for July, go to the links in the bottom of this video and I'll make sure to link it there. But anyway, sunflower summer. Yes, it is. Sunflower, it's a big, big part of my life. It's my mom's favorite flower. We have sunflowers here on the property. It's part of my branding for Pine Manor Naturals. We love sunflowers here. Really remind me of my mom. So that's why I'm doing it. If you buy my PDF envelopes, you can see there's a line. They're really easy to make. You're just going to cut out around on the line. Okay, so now you're going to have an envelope that looks like this. And this might be hard to see, but there are fold lines around here. So here's how I do it. First, I do my flaps. So I fold that one, fold this flap on the line. So the flaps are done. Okay, with the rounded edge up top, I'm now going to fold up my bottom. And there's a line here to guide you. Okay, so that has been folded, and then I turn it over and I do the top right on that fold line. Okay, so now you have something that looks like a cash envelope like this. All right, so then I unfold the top, unfold the bottom. I like to use this two-sided Scotch permanent tape. Looks in a roller like this. I just put some tape on these flaps, and since my envelope was pre-folded, it's easy for me just to fold back up, and you now have a cash envelope. So I'm going to do the rest of these. All right, so my son's waking up, so I'm going to finish these off camera, but that is my Monday morning routine.